The Pope's statement today about not criminalizing gay people is interesting, given the fact that he's been visiting South Sudan, where it is a criminal act to be gay, and men who are gay are often imprisoned. Now, the controversial element, I suppose, of this is that the Pope is head of the Catholic Church, a church which regards homosexuality as a sin and still regards it as such. It draws a distinction between the person and the sin, but it's possibly a trite distinction. And it's also a distinction drawn by a church which is admired in abusive relations, often between clerics and children, sometimes, of course, between clerics themselves. The former Pope, Pope Benedict, has pointed out that there was a gay mafia operating in the Vatican. But I think it's interesting to look at the difference between the Pope and the Archbishop of Canterbury. The Archbishop of Canterbury is in a difficult position because although he claims to be the head of a worldwide communion, he is the head of a national church, and a national church which is linked to a government. He is a member of the House of Lords, a government that has permitted same-sex marriages, and he doesn't in church. In fact, he goes further, and while other ministers may consider same-sex blessings, he prefers not to do so. Now, he was linked to a group of people, including Andrea Leadsom, who vigorously opposed the same-sex marriage law when it came into effect. So he could be described as a conservative when it comes to this law. However, it goes much further than that, because I think that Welby and Pope Francis are united in the scriptures. The scriptures make it very clear that whatever the sin, the sinner is welcome, and Jesus spends much of his time with sinners. So if one considers that homosexuality is a sin, it's not a reason to shun people or indeed to criminalize them. So from that point of view, there is a moral dynamic in the call of both Pope Francis and Archbishop Welby, and the moderator of the Free Church of Scotland. I think they should all go a little bit beyond their present position, precisely because in the Catholic Church it isn't the priest who marries the individuals, it's the individuals themselves, and then that marriage, that union, is blessed. And I believe that one should bless all positivity, because that comes from God. And I think one should be enjoining on people of all backgrounds to seek unity rather than disunity, to seek reconciliation and reciprocity rather than division. And it's in that spirit, of course, that I think the anti-LGBTQ plus laws are heinous in whatever country they occur.